Attention contractors! You want to hear a little secret? Besides all the awesome keynote speakers, panels, debates, and breakout sessions, we host the largest trade show expo floor on the planet at the Windstorm Conference. At WTS, you can tour our massive trade show expo floor and meet with many of your favorite industry vendors, manufacturers, service, and technology providers. You also may meet some new ones that will help you scale your company to scale it in 2020. They're all coming! Meet with your favorite building suppliers like ABC, Beacon, SRS, USLBM, and many more. Or how about some of your favorite manufacturers? GAF, TAMCO, Owens Corning, Malarkey, IKO, Certainty, Tilcor, Duralast, Decra, and many more of your favorite manufacturers. Or check out some of our many technology and service providers like Hilltrace, Acculinks, Xactimate, and many more. What's up, Derek? Booyah, baby. At WTS, we're also going to bring you the latest in drone and virtual reality technology. We're going to show you the latest industry-specific training on the planet on how to use this new technology to scale your company in 2020. So come join the shakers and movers of the industry at the Windstorm Conference and Trade Show Expo on February 20, 21, 22 at the Phoenix Convention Center and make the decision to scale it in 2020. Booyah, baby!
And good afternoon, everyone. Happy Thursday. It is noon, and you know what that means. It is time for our daily hail forecast. And for those who don't know me, I am meteorologist Heather Kay, continuing to fill in for John as he finishes up the forecast for the cities that we will visit for our Highway to Hail tour, and I'll get to that in just a second. We got to thank our sponsors though first. We got the C3 Group as well as the Merlin Law Group. Thank you guys as always for sponsoring these videos. So this is our current segment that we like to call Where in the World Will Hilltrace Be? And we have been very busy traveling to different parts of the country for various hail forecast things. So first on the agenda, we got our Highway to Hail tour. This is the second year that we're doing this, basically giving you guys an idea of what we're thinking of what will happen this year in terms of hail and how active or unfortunately inactive it may be. So we've already gone to Omaha as well as Denver. And yesterday we went to Atlanta, Georgia, and next on the list is right here in Oklahoma City on February 10th. And then Dallas will be on the 12th, Charlotte, North Carolina on February 26th, Orlando, Florida on the 28th, and then Chicago, Minneapolis, and finally Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania for the first half of March. So we do have all of these on our Facebook page. If you want to attend any of these events, please go there and sign up or else. And then we also have some events with certainty that we are going to. We've already gone to Greenville. Today is the 30th, and we are in Norman, Oklahoma, which is a short drive just south of here. And then next on the list for these will be Minneapolis on February 11th, Baltimore, Maryland on the 13th, Charlotte, North Carolina on the 26th, and Toledo, Ohio on February 27th. And then lastly, we cannot forget the trade shows. These are always a lot of fun. We've already gone to Denver for the CRE trade show, and we've gone to the SRC Summit in Dallas, and next on the list is tomorrow in Cincinnati for the TAMCO event, and then the IRE, that's the big show. I think a lot of you guys know what that one is. That is in Dallas on the 4th to the 6th of February. Win the Storm, another big show, will be in Phoenix on February 19th to the 22nd, and then lastly, the PDR College in Denver on March 5th to the 7th. So if you're going to any of these, please feel free to visit our booth and come say hi. And if you've never heard of us before, hey, come learn about Hail Trace. We're friendly, we promise. So unfortunately, today we do not have anything to really talk about in terms of hail or, unfortunately, wind. It's going to be a quiet day, but there could be some activity for Florida. That's a little bit of a hint coming up within the next day or two. First, though, this is our surface map. High pressure is in control, so high pressure means quiet weather. And yeah, unfortunately, it's quiet. In the eastern half of the country, we do have a disturbance that's going to be bringing, and currently some snow to the Rockies as well as the Black Hills region. And then we do have a low pressure that we have to, well, that's really not doing a whole lot right now, and another low pressure near the Mexico-Texas border. And looking at the radar, you can see there's pretty much not a whole lot going on. There's some snow in the Virginias and then more snow in the Rockies and some cloud cover, but other than that, there's really not a whole lot in terms of activity. But will things be changing? Well, we do have another chance to see some severe weather tomorrow in southern Florida. Once again, this is just a preliminary thing. Just up to quarter-size hail is possible. This activity will be later on in the evening into the overnight hours as well as into Saturday. I'll show that in just a second. Severe winds are possible as well. Up to 60-mile-per-hour gusts are possible with any storms that do become severe in terms of severe limits. And then as we get into Saturday, this is just, since we're 2 days out, I'm not going to put any, yellow and all that fun stuff. This is basically the same area that will be under the gun possibly tomorrow. And again, this activity will start in the later evening on Friday. The storms will move onto land as we get into the overnight hours and into Saturday, and some redevelopment will be possible Saturday afternoon. And then it will move off the coast. So what does this look like in terms of the radar? Well, this is the NAM model. This is what's thinking. Activity again will start in the evening hours on Friday, which is tomorrow, and it will start to move on to the coast as we get into the overnight hours, and then some redevelopment will be possible as we get into Saturday afternoon. So if you're in southern Florida, or if you're interested in the southern Florida area for work, do those hail dances. Maybe we can get lucky. Hey, you never know. So here's our French Cape. That's the energy those storms feed off of. It doesn't look very impressive until Saturday, really, but there's still a little bit of energy. So here's Saturday night and then getting into Saturday afternoon. So there is some instability, so we have to keep an eye on that. So again, start doing those hail or wind dances. Yeah, it's January. I know it's quiet. We need something, right? So here is a disturbance right now that's going to kind of die off a bit. And then as we get into Friday and Saturday, that's the system that we'll be watching for severe weather. And then we'll kind of be quiet for a few days. And then this is the one that we've been watching for the last few days for the potential for severe weather on Tuesday. There's a concern, and that concern is when I look at the axis. I've talked about in the past how we like that negative tilt. This has a positive tilt, which is kind of the opposite of what we want. That lift is not, there, but it's possible. There's, energy with it, so, it's something that we still need to watch. So getting down to the surface, here's that moisture and storms that will affect Florida as we get into Friday and into Saturday. It'll stay quiet for a few days. A lot of snow in the west, though. But then as we get into Tuesday, we got to watch that next system again. There's some instability I'll show you in just a second, but that lift, just the way that that axis looks, is a bit concerning. I think if anything will happen, it may be more wind. So hey, maybe you can use magical powers and somehow turn the axis to more negative in nature. But yeah, just go through another loop again just to watch it. Here we go, because I think I was in the way before. It's quiet, and then Tuesday afternoon. So Louisiana, Arkansas, that's the area that we'll be watching as of right now. But you know how things can change. And lastly, let's look at the Cape for the future. You know, we're talking about Friday and Saturday. We'll be quiet. There's no really any energy to talk about or watch, but there is the energy for Tuesday and possibly into Wednesday in the southeast. But I think Tuesday is the day, if anything, that we need to watch. But until then, we will keep you posted. And yeah, it's quiet today, guys. Enjoy it. It's January. I know, it's starting to bug me too. So that's all I have for you today. I'll let you guys get back to your thing, but make sure you set us first on Facebook if you haven't already. You never know. Mother Nature is always full of surprises. All you need to do, go to our Facebook page, click on the follow button, select the See First, and you will be all set. So hey, if Mother Nature decides to throw us some surprise stuff and we post something, you're all set. You will see it first and you won't miss a thing. Now we do have our new website. It will be a year old in about a month, but if you're having any issues navigating our site, whether it's the PC or our mobile app, please call us. We want to help you in any ways that we can. You can set up a training for you and your team so that you can use our products to the best of their abilities. And as always, if you have any questions, concerns, you want to know more about what we do here at Hail Trace, any of our products that could help you out, or you just want to say hi, you can give us a call at 855-334-4245. You can email us at info@hailtrace.com. Check out our site at www.hailtrace.com. And then we also have an Instagram page. Please feel free to follow us there as well. And I am meteorologist Heather Kay. I hope you all have a great rest of your Thursday.